Hey yo, let's get into it. It's dark as Sunray. I'm showing you the Surge Reverb today. And it's cool. It's a free little plugin, but it comes with a synth too. It's basically the reverb effect for the VST. And yeah, here's what it sounds like when it's off my patch. And here's what it sounds like with the Surge Reverb on. As you can see, or as you can hear, it's a lot more lush, a lot bigger. You know what reverb does, all of y'all, doing your electronic music thing. It adds its time-based effect, makes the sound like it's in space. And there's two different reverbs. This is reverb 1. Well, there's 3, there's spring reverb 2. And this is reverb 1, sorry, that other one was reverb 2. This is reverb 1. Reverb 1 is like, Reverb 1 is like more old school, and then Reverb 2 is like newer. Reverb 1 has some like kind of digital artifacts, I guess. I think it sounds kind of 90s, kind of old school. But in the manual, it says to use Reverb 2 most of the time. And yeah, I guess Reverb 1 has some gain or something that sounded a little bit loud and distorted there. Sorry about that. Try taking it down. See if that does anything. Still pretty loud, but I think it's a little better. Anyways, yeah, I think Reverb 1 is like a little colder, more digital. But not in necessarily a bad way, in kind of like a cool lo-fi way. Just a little more like digital, a little crispier, crunchier. In an old school way. And then Reverb 2 is a little more natural, futuristic, modern sounding, realistic. Now I gotta turn it back up. I think Reverb 1 also like adds some gain or something. And yeah, it's a cool reverb. Most of the effects are normal, the time, room size, how big the space is. Reverb makes it sound like you're in a real 3D space instead of just like a harsh random sound that's like just static. I don't know, just sounds like a weird sound. But when you add the reverb, it's like a sound in a magical place. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, I needed some reverb, so I thought this was a cool reverb. And oh yeah, the build-up, I like it with build-up on it. It kind of like, here's what the manual says: controls how long the reverb takes to come to its peak and how smeared in time the effect is. So yeah, Reverb 1 and 2, they have different parameters. So yeah, this has only Reverb 2 has the build-up. But yeah, I think the build-up sounds cool. I think it's like a little more lush and sort of smeared together, I guess, like it says. It's just like a little more lush and apparent with the build-up. The more build-up you have, I like the build-up personally. Sort of adds also like a little bit of whooshing, pumping. Yeah, this is the effect in Logic Pro, but this effect is also available in VCV Rack. All the same parameters and all that, so I think that's really cool that Surge XT is doing that. And if you want it, you just download it for free. Here's this Surge XT. Yeah, you just download it for free. It's like open source or whatever, like VCV Rack, and you can use it in your DAW plugin, or you can also use it in VCV Rack, like I just said. So check it out if you need some reverb, or there's plenty of effects in here. All these effects. I was just checking out the reverb for now. I'm gonna get into the other effects later. All right then. If you appreciate this tutorial, show me some love, like, subscribe, because I'm just trying to stack up those subscribers, help support me make that content educational musical content and whatnot. I'll check y'all later. Exploring, trying to keep it all the sounds. We got to explore all the sounds. So, show me that support. And you keep making those crazy sounds. And get up in the comments telling me, get in the comments with some recommendations of some cool modules. Maybe even a VST in this case. Check y'all later. I'm out. Dr. Sunray. Check my music out. Hope they update this, but right now it only works on MIDI tracks in the DAW, at least in Logic Pro. It doesn't work on audio tracks, but in VCV Rack, it'll work on any audio source. Yeah, and this is how the module works in VCV Rack. Here it is dry. I don't know about it dry. I like it wet and reverberated. We got different presets. There you go, Surge XT, Reverb, VCV Rack, or in the VST.